Let's jump inside. Some beautiful artwork there. So guys, we're still here in the city of Podgorica, Montenegro, exploring like we used to. We're around the city, trying to see what we can actually find. This is the second black person I've seen here since I came. Not many black people here. So when they see you, they look at you as maybe good. This person looks so much like Nigerian person. I hope I remember my way back. So this is what Montenegro Podgorica looks like. This is actually the capital of Montenegro. It's called Podgorica. Very small island country. Very, very small. Population here is like 175,000, and the total population of Montenegro is like a million plus. So it's basically a small country. But very, very, very small, guys. Like I said, a lot of people told me that not many things are happening here in the capital. That if I wanted to see a lot of activities, I should go to other coastal city. See, so I didn't know that too much is not happening here. They told me to go check some tourist attraction area here in the capital, which I am going, of course, today to check it out. So just keep it locked while I show you around this country called Montenegro. It reminds me a lot about Stone Town in Tanzania. Looks like an African country. Very sunny. It's like you're in Africa. Instead, it said it supports Palestine. Montenegro stands with Palestine. Yesterday when I came, they had a small rally here with a lot of a lot of Palestine protection, requesting for support from the European Union. So I was at this bar yesterday. That's where they assembled, and they were going around. So, like where I am now is actually the city center. It's a city center, but let's stroll a bit and then come back here. This is where I took some local beer yesterday when I came in. And I want to show you their central station. The bus station and train station is here. That is it. Where you see them. Here they don't have a traditional Uber or boat taxi. So they're still maintaining the normal local ways of transportation. So I was thinking I'll get an Uber or boat to where I was going to yesterday, but like I didn't get any. It was just normal taxi that's parked and was asking me if I need a taxi. I was like, man. And they use euro here. So before I came in, they told me this place is very, very cheap. But I've understood now that they have already spoiled it, because now foreigners coming in numbers. So everything now has skyrocketed. The price of everything is up because they have been experiencing a lot of tourist traffic. So everything went up. But before now, they say here is very, very affordable. But now it's no longer affordable, like they said. But I took beer yesterday for €1.50, of which is actually very, very reasonable. Like, to compare to the other European countries, which that type of beer will cost you approximately $3 to $4. That's in the city center. €4, sorry. So it costs you nothing less than 4 to 5 euros even at the city center, because this is actually the city center. Not many things are happening. Everywhere is scanty, like, because there are not too many. You know, when I went to Namibia, I was complaining. I went to Windhoek and I was complaining that there are not too many people in Windhoek. Yeah. But here is more scanty than Windhoek in Namibia. Everybody knows everybody here. Like, almost everybody knows everybody here, because there are not too many here. So from here, I walk up to the other side of the city. Then I go back to have some bottle of Montenegro beer, and then look for something to eat, because I have not had lunch. So I'll be going back to where I showed you guys earlier, and to find something to eat. So this is like a residential area. You can see? It's like a residential area. Would you guys like to live here? Like, not too many malls, not too many people, not too many activities, just very scanty town, peaceful, like very peaceful. Leave me a comment. Tell me if you can actually live in this country. So this, I noticed, like most of all these tour companies, you can see this one, express tours, they are the one transporting people, like the bus. Like I missed where I was going yesterday, and then there's no like taxi. The taxi they had in that part of the area cannot bring me back here. They asked me to wait for all these big buses, which is owned by tour agencies. Man, you see, like they are benefiting from their government. Yeah, I just wish this could be our case in Nigeria, where they give us, the local travel agencies, the opportunity to benefit. You see now, these are the people conveying people from different parts of the city to the major cities, and they are making a lot of money. I was charged €4, just like a very short trip, not more than 10 minutes from where I was to where I was actually going to. I was charged €4 yesterday. So you can see that they are benefiting, not only me, even people who are going to the airport yesterday. They also joined us in that bus. You see? So that is to show that the government have their people at heart. Travel agencies are making a lot of money. You see now.